So quick disclaimer before we get into this video is going to be quite ranty because it is an issue in this card game that I actually find very, very annoying. So there's going to be a lot of opinions, a lot of rant in this video. So just keep that in mind when watching this video. So, what am I livid about? What am I annoyed about? Well, it is the recent announcement of the Digimon Regionals pricing. If you didn't know, essentially the regional season is beginning in March and going all the way to May, and we just got announced some brand new products that you could potentially be winning in the Digimon Regionals. And quite frankly, I'm getting quite annoyed about how stupid and how lazy Bandai themselves are being with the Digimon card game, because the stuff that was showcased here is just god awful. It is the worst stuff that I've ever seen out of this card game. Now obviously this is just my opinion, but yeah, it is very frustrating for me, and I actually talked about it on Twitter. You should follow me on Twitter, by the way, and a lot of people also agreed. So how about we go over the pricing so far and then give some opinions at the end. So obviously the first thing that you're going to get for entering the tournament is a regionals pack. This features like not alt arts but different color background alt art cards of cards that are in the latest set. So that is something that is good, because at least now you're able to get cards that are relevant to the format. All of them are like BT14 and EX5, so thank goodness for that, because if it was stuff like from BT7 or something like that, I think I would have lost it. Why are we still printing cards from BT7? I'll never know, but at least in this case it is BT14 cards and upwards. And there is also a brand new event pack that also coincides with the release of regionals. The art design is very beautiful, all art cards, but I'm not really going to talk about it that much in this video because these packs can also be obtained through other events as well. So yeah, they are really nice, but nothing really special to the regional itself. So my issues start to come up with the other items that are left at the top 32 and above range. So the first item that I'm going to showcase here is the Yggdrasil sleeves, or the Royal Knight sleeves. This features the King Drasil artwork, and it also has the 13 Royal Knights in the background as well. I know it's subjective and I know design is subjective, but this is one of the most ugliest and laziest designs that I've seen in a while. The thing is, like, when you think about designs and cards and all this stuff that goes on with the Digimon card game, there is a lot of artwork that you can pick from. Sure, like you can use artwork from other cards. They did it very well, for example, with the Omnimon mat from Championships not so long ago. However, this just feels like it's just been slapped together very lazily, and I just don't think it has the appeal that it needs to. The worst part about it for me is the fact that it's not even using the brand new art that was in BT13, which is based on the Royal Knights. It is all artwork that is off other sets essentially, so stuff from like BT1 and BT2 all the way up to like BT12. It is like a nightmare, and I don't think it looks good in the slightest. And I think the issue here also is the fact that this wouldn't take too long to actually do the design at all, because all they're doing is just slapping design after design after design after design on it, and then yeah, for me, it is absolutely lazy, and I think it is probably some of the worst sleeves that we've seen in the Digimon card game. But it does get worse, and arguably one of the most disappointing things with this brand new regional pricing is the serialized Omnimon. A while ago, we got announced that we're going to have a serialized Omnimon, and we got a look at it, and yeah, it's an awful design. In fact, it's actually not a brand new design at all. It is an alt art design that already exists in the Digimon card game, and they've slapped two other cards like they did with the King Drasil sleeves in the back just for good measure. This is one of the more frustrating aspects for me, because this is a top 8 prize, and this is almost like a trophy of your accomplishments, and I feel like they should just do at least some effort on getting some unique art. For example, One Piece has unique artwork for their serialized cards, so stuff like Shanks and Monkey D. Luffy have exclusive art. They're very similar to other pieces, but at least they're different, and they also have different backgrounds to represent that they are serialized. This one is just pure laziness. It's got a gold motif on the back, which is not really hard to do because they already have cards like that from the past, and they also just slap on older designs on the front of the card as well. Yeah, it is very frustrating, and it feels like a Photoshop job you can do in about 30 minutes, And that is the most frustrating thing. This is supposed to be a trophy of your accomplishments. And for me, and I think for a lot of people, it just looks like a very, very ugly, busy card. And I think the biggest problem that we're gonna have is the championship, the thing that you get for winning the event. What do you get for winning the event usually? You get a playmat. And my God, this playmat is the most ugliest thing that I have ever seen in the Digimon card game. What are you thinking, Bandai? It is the most, like, how can you look at this design, right? Look at this design and think, yep, that's good enough. That's going to be a great prize for a person that has gone through the gauntlet, gone through like 12 rounds, and to get to this point, to win the event, and you give them the alt art design from Machinedramon in EX1 and slap the sleeve design from one of the sleeve packs on the left and combine them together and put a random background in the middle of it all. What an ugly, disgusting piece of shit that you have produced here. How is this in any shape or form a good prize? How does this go through the R&D phase and be like, yes, that is good, let us put this and let's get our champion to hold this as they... What are you thinking? And the thing is that they know how to do unique designs. They did unique designs for Nats. They did unique designs for championships. Like, what? Like, are you stupid? Like, you are a $1 billion company. I think about $14 billion company, right? I know all of that money doesn't go to the Digimon card game. It goes to the One Piece card game, but that's a joke. Not a lot goes to the Digimon card game, right? But this is beyond a joke. There are people out there, like another YouTuber, for example, Digi Dread. He does his own mat designs using card art that you provide, and they look way better than your official mats that you provide. How is this acceptable? How do you look at this situation and look at all of these products and go, yeah? And you know what the worst part about it is? None of them connect. One of them's a King Drasil sleeve. The other's an Omnimon card. The other thing's a Machinedramon card. So what are you thinking? There is no consistency with these designs. They've literally just gone, oh yes, let's have a look at design. Oh yes, I'm gonna pick that one. Does it have any connection? No, because we don't check these things before we release them. It is the most frustrating thing about this card game. There is no consistency whatsoever. How can you think that a regional prizing can't be consistent? It is mind-boggling. And the worst part about it is that you look at other games like Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or even One Piece, for example, right? And they have unique mat arts. They have, you know, deck boxes that you can win. They have sleeves that you can win. There are a whole bunch of other things that you can get from these events. And Bandai with Digimon are just scraping the barrel, just getting away with it. I'm sick of it. I really am sick of it. The thing is, I'm going to go to these regionals because I want to compete. In fact, if you're going to the Alicante regionals that is happening on March 30th, I'll be there. Yeah, it just, like, how do you feel that people are going to go to these events when you realize that these event prizes are just not worth going for? It just doesn't make any sense to me. Maybe it's because I've played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Before Digimon, so I have an understanding of what I expect from a major event. When you go to a Yu-Gi-Oh! Regionals, you get a unique mat. When you go to like a Pokemon International event, you get a unique mat. In fact, I'll put the London one up right now. It is some of the most beautiful art, but it's all stock, I believe, so it just shows that you can use the art from your cards and make it in a way better design. Yeah, I think at this point, we just have to kind of like say no. We have to talk about these things, because we can't just be like, it is what it is, because it is clearly a issue. People have issues with these designs, this laziness, this complacement. Like, it is an issue. And I really do hope, because there is a wave 2 of Ultimate Cup happening, I hope that going forward, we use more unique designs. You can do unique designs for Ultimate Cup cards. Why can't you do it for just regional mats, sleeves, all this kind of stuff? It doesn't make any sense to me. Anyways, apologies for the ranting. It is something that I am very passionate about, because I think one of the problems that this card game has is that it doesn't have any, you know, items that you can get easily. The only like official mats that you can buy are from the like premium Bandai store, and most of them are not the correct size for the game, other than like the Devi Angemon and the Angemon mat, which is pretty nice, but there isn't enough accessories for the game. The sleeves are bad, the mats are very limited, there aren't any deck boxes. There's a lot of stuff missing accessory-wise in this game, and I think stuff like Regionals, Ultimate Cups, other events like Champs are events that should be, you know, showcasing or giving you stuff to essentially customize your stuff out when you play the game. So yeah, I am very passionate about, you know, the rewards and stuff like that for the Digimon card game, but what do you think? Am I going crazy for no reason? Do you like the designs? Do you feel the same way as me? Do you think that the designs could be better? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.